a lot of very, very interesting informations, updates, upgrades. And so we will be focused specifically, of course, on one topic. But of course, we also go through a few others. And for that, of course, we also have invited a few very, very special guests so that everyone after this call have a super update. And of course, I'm sure everyone will be very excited when it's understood what that all means. And of course, on which way, how this will leverage up everything and will speed up everything in a massive direction. So very happy news. But I would say we go first to the speakers. So we have, like I said, very special guests with us tonight. The first one is the founder of Zeniq, Magister and Doctor. Then, of course, we have the managing director of the Safir community with us, Henk Diebrink. Then we have the chief sales and keynote officer of the Neo group, Jean-Luc Cabin, and advisor of Safir, Werner Kaiser. That's me. Yeah? So the topics where we would like to talk about, of course, the main topic is the first one, something which is, from my point of view, absolutely spectacular. Of course, press releases were going out. I think everyone have already informed a bit himself. And today we're going a little bit deeper so that everyone understands how massive that is. So it's the merger of the Neo group and Zeniq DMCC into Neo Centech. Then we will have a short look on the Zencom debit cards, on the delivery status, current incentives, and of course on upcoming events. But the first topic, of course, is the main topic. So I hope everyone has something to write down and to know afterwards exactly what was spoken here, because that's absolutely great news. But for that, of course, I give over to the founder of Zeniq, Magister and Doctor. I see him here already. He's already with us. So a warm welcome.
Hi, Werner. Pleasure to be here again and to talk about our new developments. Yeah, so we will start a little bit with the history, and as a reminder what happened the last few years. And it was nice to set up the presentation, and when you are getting remembered of what happened during all this time, starting from 2018 when the idea was born, and from an idea to create a decentralized exchange with a totally new approach, then adding a blockchain, then having this 2020 as a challenging year, launching the blockchain on the 10th of February 2020. 3 days later, lockdown, and so we had our challenges during the COVID year, and then luckily we decided to move to Dubai and started the project to develop in Dubai. We got our first investor in Dubai. The Maktoum family came as a shareholder, and then we launched our first few things, the development of the hub. We got the wrapping of the Zeniq coin wrapped on as a Ethereum blockchain. We list the first time our token, and then we started with the first version of the app. Then also we wrapped it on the Binance Smart Chain, so we put it on PancakeSwap. And our first big event, the Smart Chain Forum in 2021, which is still visible in YouTube. So a nice memory. We had the whole display of the Burj Khalifa with our logo. So we were very proud of this event. We were presenting developments, opportunities of the smart chain that we launched in 2021. 2022, the coin listing of La Token from the Zeniq coin on Bitmart. We had also in Crypto Compare, Coin Market Cap. We had our launch of the Zeniq Smart Chain in 2022 and our first Zencon event for the developers, which was a great event in the first edition. And then also our Smart Chain Forum, again at the Burj Khalifa, the launch of the new app, the Nomo app, which opens up a totally new field for us, and we saw the potential that it's amazing with all the possibilities that we have through this app. And then starting with the first projects on the Zeniq Smart Chain, then also in 2023 then new projects that we were onboarding on 22 and 23 with all our amazing project partners that we have, and then the Smart Chain forum connected with the Zencon in Rio, and then also the partnership and the audit, the watchdogs that we have for Reos, which is also, I think, a great support to track everything what we are doing, to see all the developments, and the announcement of the DEX Hub, the Zeniq swap, the migration, also with the web on from Avinok from one blockchain to the other one, to see how fast and easy this is possible. And and then I think in 2024 there are a lot of possibilities, especially with our new developments that we will talk in a bit about it, that we are very proud and very happy to have this. So we have more opportunities and we can scale our business much faster. Here we put this as a reminder that that was what we were presenting in Zagreb at our event, where we launched the new partnership and the new developments. Important here with the vision mission is that one of the most important thing is this scalability and this mass adoption. I was mentioning this already in a couple of times, but mass adoption is the goal. So to create tools that look very simple and are easy to understand for the people. And this is sometimes much more difficult to program in the back end than what the people see, especially if the whole thing is decentralized. And I think this is one of the main targets, to keep the freedom, to keep the ownership of their assets with the person itself. And this is one of our main goals that we are trying to achieve in everything what we are doing. Here a quick summary that I think it was nice to put on the PowerPoint, to see that we don't have just developers. We have developers with so many different program languages for all the different things that we are doing. And so I think this is also interesting to see how many languages they are programming in all the different areas that we are working on. And it's at the moment that in total with our group it's 150, and now with our let's say merge that we are doing, and that we are now increasing this to a massive number with additional 300 people, and we can use it in synergies. We can create a lot of synergies together to boost everything what we are doing. And I think this is on this stage very important for us to succeed in what we are trying to build, and get an additional let's say support to achieve all our goals. Here the Zeniq ecosystem that I was already a quick summary of the history. I don't need to repeat everything, but I think it's important to have it always visualized what we have done so far. And I think there are a lot of things that are built until now, and that are giving us a good infrastructure for everything that we are doing in the future. And so we are even more happy now to talk about our newest development. And I think this is making us just stronger, and it's even more important for the community to go forward. Yeah.
Just to add something small, possibly, Erwin, to also the list what you've shown in the beginning. So I think important is also all the time to understand the massive infrastructure which have to build up in the background, that something like that even can be carried out. So that means in the end, the user, of course, is mostly seeing just the cherry on the cake. So this is the use case. But to make this use case possible, there's a massive infrastructure to build, of course, what nobody can see from outside, but because this is the underlining structure. And this makes all this possible, what we also will see now in the future. And how to say, this is absolutely unique. And so I think that's important because all these use cases which are coming up now, also with the Nomo app and all these things, there's a history why this is possible now. And I think it's much more bigger from the infrastructure itself, like it's visible from outside right now, but we will see it.
Mm-hmm. Here again, a quick summary of the projects that are on the Zeniq Smart Chain, starting from our own one to Boo, which is also an amazing project. We had also the presentation updates about all the new developments in Zagreb, regardless, the movie that we tokenized with Ilhan Dogan, the 5 rings. It's the media group that has also purchased already Sibona and different clubs that want to integrate and work with the media rights. Sido, CD project with the real estate, DDX, the Desert Pearl, one of the biggest ones that we are very proud. T-Drone, the drone, and Nomo itself as the Nomo app that it's part of the package also that we are having. Here's some interesting also informations that we got also from for our last event. If you see how the market is moving, especially in the blockchain industry, and I think I still believe that all the people in the community are still early adopters. That means that we are still far ahead from a lot of people. And if you see what will happen now in the next 7 years, from 2023 until 2030, from 18 billion, this is the blockchain industry market at this time, it will increase to $508 billion. And I think this is huge. And if you see how this will increase, I think the earlier you're getting a connection to blockchain, the earlier you start to understand how this technology works, the earlier you understand how to use this technology, the better it will be, because the market is moving definitely in this direction. And we are part of this development, and that's why it's so important to understand, to work with this technology, and to see how we are developing together, and also educating the people. I think this is one of the most important things that I remember we had the talk in Zagreb, that our community is during the time not just a network. It's an educated network in the meantime that understands the possibilities of blockchain. And I think this makes absolutely sense also to help others to understand the possibilities and to use this tool. And so we can achieve together with educating the people this mass adoption for a lot of things. Yeah, so now as we were already mentioning, and as you saw for sure already and with the press release that went out, I would like to hand over to Gianluca and to talk a little bit about what happened in the last few weeks, especially in Zagreb, what was announced and why. And that we are very happy to work together now and help the ecosystem to increase and to be then in the future to get a more successful and even better than what we have now. And I think I'm very happy to have a strong partner by the side so that we can accelerate what we are trying to build, and also support from the blockchain side with our know-how, the Neon Group itself.
Thank you very much, Erwin. Thank you very much for the presentation, and hi to everyone. My name is Gianluca Bin, I'm the CSO of my new group, and definitely this is a very important turning point, because this is going to the next level totally. We decided to acquire part of Zeniq, because the technology that Zeniq developed, it's absolutely groundbreaking. and we wanted to partner up with you because we believe that we got something to do here, very important, to deliver to the market the best quality and top-notch services. So from this marriage, if we go along with the next slide, that of course we welcome a new group, and the new group is Zeniq. Zeniq it has the mission of taking all that is done until now by Zeniq in a great way, and creating, as I said, groundbreaking products and blockchain solutions that we believe are going to change the market to the next level. So how do we do this, and who are we? We're going to see it in the next few slides. And my new group, basically, it's a fintech company. It's a group made by something around 30 companies with different licenses and different backgrounds, and each of them are talking to each other to deliver and deploy the best that we can in terms of services, and bring to the market cutting-edge solutions on the digital banking side, crypto side, payment systems, payment gateways, blockchain solutions, asset management, and much more. So just to go quick, because the Zoom call, so time is limited, we really try to reshape the landscape of this transition between regular finance and fintech finance, trying to actually bring to the market not just solution and innovative products and services, but also compliance, because it's very important, and we believe that this massive transition will take at least another 15 years. And to do this, we need to be compliant with the old economy kind of things to actually move inside this decentralization full of new tools and new possibilities. So let's say that most of our activities and our operations aim, as I said, to make simple what it has been very difficult. We know that blockchain transition has gone from very passionate people, very nerdy people who love the idea of blockchain and programming and all of things in the last 14 and a half years since Bitcoin. And now in the last few, let's say 4, 5, 6 years, all of this had become a massive business opportunity. To do this the proper way, we need to create strategic collaborations. We need to actually have very strong foundations on licenses, on operations that are inside the, let's say, the institutional realm. And we actually have to deliver the right philosophy to actually educate the market, because 97% of the people do not have a cryptocurrency. They don't know what blockchain is. They heard about Bitcoin on the newspapers, on the news, on the television, but they don't know much more than that. Next. So this is, let's say, a summary of some of our companies. They do different things. We have our own bank, Bancaneo. We have a new bank coming up next year. We're going to see it in a little bit. We have an entire department for development, new labs. We have our crypto wallet, a traveling platform, and as I said, we do asset management and much, much more. Next. And regarding the asset management, we actually centralize our operations from a renowned multi-family office in Monaco that is actually managing something around 3.8 billions, almost 4 billions in assets, using a very peculiar strategy for FX options for very exclusive kind of customers. Next. And in this next couple of slides, we're going to see some of our companies that we own in our group, some partners and some providers. We have in the next slide something around 90 providers and partner companies that of course work with us in different areas of our operations. So very, very known names. Some of them are like more, let's say, tied to us. Some others are just new providers, but we are increasing these cooperations because it's the basic importance to go to the next level. Work with the best. Next. Yeah, and because of this, we operate with a few licenses. Here you have a list of some that are already in place, some that are pending. We aim to actually expand our operation in many new countries in the next couple of years. As I said, during this transition between regular finance and decentralization, it's very, very important. I would say it's vital to operate from compliance. And operating from compliance means also stepping into this world that is all regulated and or supervised and organized through the institutions that allowed us to actually create a more reliable path for the people that do not trust decentralization, blockchain. They need to learn what it is, and so they can come slowly inside this world without knowing that it will change their lives for the better. Next. Yeah, and one more other pillar is, of course, trust, transparency, data protection. We also here work with the best. We have all our servers in place. The structure that we work with have something around 300 people working with us in many different offices. And so through this big team, we can deliver the best quality also in, as I said, data protection and all these kind of things. Next slide. Which is exactly what he's talking about in this part of the presentation. We are certified and we, of course, run the most tests that we can on all our systems because it's very important to undermine what you do to deliver the best quality when it matters to the customer. Next. Yeah, and to summarize all my conversation until now, let's say that we are really keen on pioneering the future. As I said, it's extremely delicate as a matter, talking about money, finance, decentralization, blockchain technology instead of regular banking. We believe that it's now time, after almost 15 years, that these two things merge together, they marry, and they become one. And for sure, in the long run, one of the two will outrun the other. I don't have a glass ball to understand and to deliver when it's going to be, but it's going to be in the next 15 years for sure, probably less. But what we want to do is exactly this, putting together all our knowledge, licenses, expertise, and all that I told you before, and creating something that has never been done. Go ahead. And one of the absolutely groundbreaking products that we created and is ready for the market will be launched next year. It's Neo1. Neo1 aims to redefine totally crypto banking. It's going to be the first ever crypto native bank in the world. We're going to see it better in the next few slides. And because of all of this, when we saw what Zeniq have done in the last years, we fell in love with the idea, with the people, with the project, and with the products that has been created. We believe that we can help to take this to a new level and work together, hand to hand, hand in hand with all the team from Zeniq in this new group that I said we built together. It's called Neos and Tech. And with News and Tech, we absolutely believe that merging the cutting-edge solutions that my new group created and the best solutions that Zeniq created, we can create something that not even the largest, the biggest companies in the field have yet thought about it. Next. So that's why we invested in Zeniq. As I said already between my words, Zeniq has a very, very strong team, a tech team that is unseen before. I really think that it's a win-win group of people, a totally unique technological solution, and a super strong community. So these are the three pillars that actually brought us here. And as we dived into the Zeniq world, we noticed that there was a missing piece, and I think we solved that. And it's the on-ramp and off-ramp payment solution, which means that you can buy any product on your platform thanks to this on-ramp and off-ramp solution with Bankwire, SWIFT, SEPA, credit cards, and of course you already have cryptos, but there's going to be more. And in a click, in an easy way, very cheap, but it's going to boost your business. Because as I said, 97, probably more % of the people do not have cryptos. Maybe they want to join the world that we are in, but they don't know how to do it. And you must have this payment solution on your platform. So what is cool, it's that it's coming, as I said, and it will be an access to more than 400 cryptocurrencies in more than 170 countries, and plus 40 fiat currencies, and much, much more, as I said, many payment methods. Next. And this is a little bit like how it will look in your platform. So it's going to be very, very easy. With a few clicks, you will be able to buy straight away cryptos to then buy your products without actually getting crazy in opening new exchange, new other platform, and blah, blah, blah. Next. So, and I think the biggest opportunity that this merge between my new group and Zeniq, giving birth to Neos and Tech, is actually producing straight away, it's Hub 2.0. You know, we know that the market is changing. We know that blockchain is giving new possibilities. We also know that 100% of the people living on the planet now has something in their hands. You know, it's something that it's not biological, but it goes with you every time. So we thought we need to merge this solution that has been created inside an easier tool to deliver. So what is the next slide are going to tell us? Please. How about the first ever smartphone with minting capability? So while it's on its minting token, and it works as a cutting-edge smartphone solution with personalized Android, with personalized case, totally custom-made for us. And of course, it's something that you can make business with, because through your community, you will not only deliver, you know, minting hubs, but also a telephone that is minting. And maybe on this topic, Erwin wants to cue me a little bit to explain how we can actually merge these two solutions together. Go ahead, Erwin.
Yes.
Thank you.
So first of all, we are super happy about this solution, and one of our goals was to see, okay, what can we bring on the table to have on first point the hub delivery fixed faster, and the second point a newer, more developed solution which is easy to handle. And then we came up with our own production of the phone, and this will be the first product for Neos and Zeniq together, that we will have our phone delivered home with pre-installed our Nomo app, the Neo One, and all our products on apps that we have will be pre-installed in the phone. And the interesting part is that you will be able to mint through this phone on the app. So the app is connected with the phone, is opening actually the connection to your housing hub. And if you have a physical one, you can move to the housing, and the housing hub can be connected with your phone together with the Nomo app, and then you can mint directly in your phone. And I think this is amazing. So you have the direct connection. You can withdraw directly from the phone, see how the tokens are minted directly in your phone. And this is, I think, an amazing possibility that we have now through this technology, and will open out a lot of possibilities in the future. And the phone will be called Neo ZT1. This will be the first edition, and we will then announce there will be a special limited edition for the first ones that we will announce soon. How this will work, when is the phone delivery already happening. And we have on top of this also a special offer. There are a couple of people who didn't get until now the physical hub, and they are getting now the possibility, we will announce this also very soon, that they can shift from the physical hub that it's still not delivered to a housing hub plus a 600 euros voucher for the phone. The phone will cost 899 euros. They will get the 600 euro voucher plus on top a 400 euros additional voucher, a thank you.
We lost you. Can't hear you.
Okay, possibly.
Yeah.
Internet connection is a little bit lost from Erwin. We just wait a few seconds. It's working again. It's sometimes like that.
Yeah, otherwise I can.
Yeah. And otherwise we just go through step by step.
Sorry, I was kicked out. I don't know. Suddenly I fall out of the system.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what you were able to.
The vouchers.
Yes. So there will be for free the shift from the physical hub to the housing, plus a 600 euro voucher for the phone, plus a 400 euro voucher for the normal minting. This will be the option for the people who didn't get the physical hub until now. So this will be an additional, let's say, incentive or possibility to shift.
Very cool. Very cool. So let's thank you, Erwin, for this, for queuing me up and explain a little bit more in depth all of this. But as you can see, everyone, the two great corporations coming together, they already give birth to a huge idea that is going to be groundbreaking for you. So this is absolutely fantastic. And of course, there would be a first token that is connected with Hub 2.0. And the first token, it's going to be a new token for you, but not for us. It's called NFT token. NFT stands for Neo Credit. And it's going, as I said, to be the first token connected with the Hub 2.0. You are going to have many more infos about the NFT token, but let me tell you that it's going to have a very interesting life experience in the next weeks to come. So next slide, just to summarize some numbers, and the NFT, of course, as the main first step will be totally moved on the Zeniq smart chain. So this is going to be a huge gap go, because all of these tokens will be transferred for the actual blockchain to the Zeniq. The launching price is going to be 0.15 USDTs, and the total supply is 2 billion tokens. But with the burning process that would reduce the availability and blah blah blah, it's going to be a really interesting journey. I promise you, in the next few weeks, you will see something very new happening in your community. Next.
Just possibly to add something on that, so I've understood. So that means the ecosystem of my Neo group, which is represented by the NRT token, is moving from the current chain that they are on the Zeniq smart chain, which is of course again a massive support for the development of the Zeniq coin. So I think that's absolutely great news. So I just would like to underline that so that nobody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Werner. Next. Yeah, we saw already this. I think it's a copy of the other slide for some reasons. So just to summarize, so we have this slide. The NFT token is the one upon which all of these services stands in our community. So you have the bank, two banks actually. One is going to be, you're going to see it in a little bit, which is this one here, and all the other services that were like listed in that slide. So what is Neo One? Neo One is definitely the future of banking. Banks had a long way to go, crypto only for 14 and a half years. Now it's time to put them together and create a new baby. So the new baby, it's Neo1. Neo1 is going to be one single app. It's actually a super app with inside all of your finances. So inside Neo1, you listen me well, you're going to have our banking service through Neo1 and the crypto wallets and MasterCard, Visa, crypto card. You can actually have many services buying on-ramp, off-ramp cryptos and loans and many other stuff. But also you can add all of the other financial services that you're using, like 3,500. You can move ahead fast on these slides. 3,500 banks connectable inside Neo1, and of course you can have multiple IBANs in multiple currencies. You can check also other credit cards like Amex, for example, and so it's going to be very smart using, very fast, and a huge tool for anyone who does business, because you will find this already pre-installed inside the new Zeniq phone that you just saw before. So it's easy to manage cryptos, to buy cryptos, sell cryptos, put them in the bank, spend them with a card, and many, many other things that it's now too little time to explain. Of course, your cards will be connectable to Google Pay and Apple Pay, so also there something that nobody in the crypto space already did, like Binance, for example. It's not feasible through Google Pay and Apple Pay, just to make one example. And as you can see here, you can log in inside the app, all of your bank accounts, or as I said, Amex and other cards and blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be a really huge game changer, because now you don't have to have, Revolut on a side, Binance or Coinbase from the other one, and blah, blah, keep sending money here and there. Now it's one single app. And of course, with the best cutting edge technology, like software that can budget your expenses, an AI that is able to manage all of your finances and understand if you ask, for example, for a loan, what is your payback capability. And so without going through the usual processes, you can have loans up to 50,000 euros instantly. You have a very visual experience of all your expenses with all branded logos and blah, blah, blah. And as I said earlier in my presentation, the top solution for safety and data management and blah, blah, blah. So it's absolutely incredible that everything is ready. It's going to be launching in April 2024 in over 172 countries, and banking services in only 40 countries of these 172. So huge leap. We, as I said, believe that we're pioneering financial technology, and we are able right now with all our team of more than 300 people, all our companies, and all the expertise that we put together in the last 10 years, actually 10 years plus, we are going to be able to help you guys through the best practice that you already did to make the next step, because 2024 we want to be the best year of our lives. So this is the aim, this is the goal. I think we got great people, great team, and everything we need in place to make this thing get traction, speed, and results. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Big thanks, Gianluca.
Thank you.
Just to add there something small, so hopefully nobody have overheard it. One of the first things in this, based on this upgrade from Zeniq to Zeniq will be on-ramp. So that means as a cooperation partner of Safir, and this also, of course, is benefiting the Safir community a lot. So that means one of the first things that the integration is nearly finalized will be on-ramp. So that means this is the process from changing fiat into crypto in a very, very simple way. And so it's not far away anymore. That means this also, of course, is supporting the growth of the community, because then people can purchase much more easier products within the Safir shop. And I think that's very, very great news. And so when everyone have understood what they just have spoken, then you also understand that this is something unbelievable what we just have seen. So with this combination now, that this massive blockchain technology what Zeniq have developed, and this fintech part is this expertise and these people which are working on that, and this combined to one, this is absolutely unbeatable. It's unshakable. It's unbelievable. So, and this, of course, opens a lot of possibilities for the future, which we just could dream about it. And so this will also support, of course, like I said before, Safir massively. So here just a few of the other updates, Zeniq debit cards. So you know that through a very special process, web on the normal web, it's possible to make the KYC process on the blockchain, which is unique, and then of course order it in the back office, and then again confirmation of the address on the web on the delivery address. And I hope you have done that already. If not, of course, you still can order your debit cards. And also, which is something that nobody gets normally anymore, these super high limits, but I think everyone in the call is aware of that. So the delivery status is also very simply to say, so in the coming days, there will be in the web on of the Zeniq debit card messages, individual messages, which is say you everything is ready for delivery, or there's still missing information. So that means you can add this information in this web on, and then your card is on the way. So great news. So we hope that still a lot of people will get their card before Christmas and can use it there, so it's not far away anymore. So current incentives. So when everyone have understood what they just have heard, then you also will understand why Safir was, how to say, communicating over the last few weeks already that 2024 will be our big year. The absolutely massive year, because all these preparations, all this work, what was done over the last years, and now with these upgrades and additional possibilities, so this will leverage up everything. So that means also how bigger your community is, how more impact this all will have. So for that reason, you could also use this running incentives, which we have basically two incentives right now, which are running to the same time. One of that is of course connected to Momo, and also what we just have seen before, this smartphone, Neosentech phone, massive. I also had it already in my hand, so the quality is amazing. It's not just some phone, it's really when you have it, you say, that is it. And also, of course, this will leverage also Momo in addition. And on Momo, of course, there's running right now this massive incentive for those people which want to share this possibility with others. And everyone, of course, have understood, hopefully in the meantime, how more users Momo have, of course, how higher gets the valuation. So this is something that we all can support together to get Momo to the absolutely top. And of course, the other fantastic incentive, which is also running. So I don't know if everyone have fixed his holidays already for the next year or for the upcoming months. I think a nice holiday as a couple for a week in Dubai can be something nice, or also on the Maldives can be something super nice. And this is something that everyone can work for. So as additional incentive beside the normal benefit line within Safir, people have the possibility to reach that. So there's a product incentive, and of course also an incentive which is based on activity and is also focused on an event that we will do in the first quarter 2024. And one of these incentives what people can earn by activity is of course also one of these entry tickets to this event. So that means when you support your community and they understand and you're growing, then how more people you will have on this event, it will be spectacular. And so then of course your 2024 will be the best year if you want to do so. You know, I don't know, in your life, I don't know if this is the wrong wording, but a year to remember in the most positive sense. So upcoming events, also there a lot of activity is going on, because with all that you have heard right now, we want to boost everything and want to support everyone in the community on the best possible way. And for that reason, of course, Zoom calls are important, update calls, all these things, what we're anyway doing, but of course also physical events, because this is it where people see people from the company, for example, the big leaders, and they really start to understand that this thing will go to number one. But for that, of course, I would like to give over to the managing director of the Safir community, to Henk Diebrink.
Yeah, Werner, thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. Let me say, I never felt so good about Safir as I'm feeling now. This is unbelievable news. And let me explain what it, according to me, means for this fantastic company, Safir. Safir is a recommendation marketing company. In the old days, it was called a network marketing or an MLM company. And our vision is to become the #1 company in that field. Why? Because we are bringing solutions to the needs of billions of people in the world. Let me repeat that. We have the solutions for the needs of billions of people in the world. And what are those solutions? First is that they keep or increase their buying power, because everybody sees that they're paying more and more, the prices goes up because the buying power of their currency is going down. It's called inflation. Secondly, that they have control over their own money. They will have more and more challenges with compliance in the banks. And thirdly, they have an income opportunity by helping other people with those needs I just explained. That's why I'm totally convinced we will be the #1. How? By building a huge worldwide community. How are we going to do that? First, Safir themselves, we have so unbelievable knowledge here with us, in our leaders, in corporate, and experience into what network marketing is. That's the #1 fundament. Secondly, the ecosystem. The ecosystem is fantastic and now increased with the joint venture with the neobank group, which created the Zeniq. I will come back to that in a minute. And thirdly, the tokenization of these fantastic companies and projects with real companies, with real cash flow, with real products that give the underlying asset, the token for that, a value. Now, what has happened? What just happened is that the ecosystem of Zeniq is now becoming a neo-Zentech ecosystem. And that means two very important things, that we bridging together, Gianluca already explained it, we bridging together the blockchain world with the fiat world. That means we were bridging together a decentralized world together with a centralized world. And that is never done before. And because of that, we can do on-ramp and later also off-ramp. And that means, Gianluca explained it, direct from your bank account into the back office. People can, for that, buy products, or with your credit card, get the funds in your back office. This will improve the buying process, especially when people have no crypto or no experience how to get the crypto. And I think, and not only I, a lot of people, I think that this will increase our revenue with 25% of more, because a lot of people, they have challenges to bring the funds in our back office for the reason I just explained. And what's happening? People are very excited, they're very excited, and the fear is low. But every day they're not able to buy a product because of the situation I just said. What will now be solved, it's going the other way around. The excitement will go down because they talk with all kinds of people who have no clue, but tell them things about it, and the fear goes up. And after 3-4 days, they will never buy a product. And that is why I'm so happy with this. So congratulations to Erwin, congratulations to Gianluca for having this joint venture with the Zeniq. Now, we just saw the upcoming events. We had a fantastic event in Estonia. We had a fantastic event in Zagreb. We will have a fantastic event the 10th of December in Tahiti, where Gianluca will also come, in Graz on the 10th of December, in Rotterdam on the 21st of January, where I think for the first time on an event of Safir, speaking my own language, Dutch. I will do my trainings in the Dutch language. And we have a few days later, fantastic leaders meeting, and then also a national event in Romania, in Bucharest on the 27th of January. Now, why are those events so important? Because we have to inform the world that we have the solutions for the needs of billions of people. How to hedge against inflation, how to be in control of your money, and how to have an income possibility, and most important, how to change your life into freedom and for the better. Because we know how to go from a central situation where depending on third parties, what is a liability because you have to hope that they give you what is belong to you, to a decentral situation where you're totally in control of your own assets. Safir, in combination with this Zeniq, is an unbeatable combination. Now it is really important that everyone here is doing her or his job by spreading the word, by giving as much presentations as possible, if you can do a presentation, or invite people as much as possible to presentation. This is a number game, and it's a sorting business. How bigger the numbers of people seeing those presentations, how more will join our and you community in our community. How more income you will create, how more income for Safir, and everybody will be happy. It's a win-win-win situation. That is why our leaders are organizing those nationals. Don't miss them. Be there. Presentations, other presentations, as napkin presentations, as Zoom, what you can see in the back office, the agenda, as live presentations in hotels, in offices, Super Saturdays, and also those nationals are for yourself and for your team unbelievable important. This is how we will become number one. The combination of the ecosystem from Zeniq and the products of Safir in the back office in combination with our fantastic marketing instruments and marketing process, and of course the very, very hard work from you all in the community. This is how we will explode our sales in 2024. Make sure you position yourself now for 2024 like the Formula One drivers are doing that before the race starts, and how farther you are on the grid, how more you go to the pole position, or even better, be on the pole position, how bigger the chance you're going to win the race. How more you do now in this coming few weeks, how better your position will be for 2024. Make also use of these fantastic promotions that Werner just explained, and promote those promotions also in your team. 2024 will be our year, it will be your year. Thank you very much. Werner, back to you.
Henk, big thank you. I just want to add one thing that did not oversee it. So in the next coming days, there will be also a continental event, which will be online for the community in Africa. So this will be organized from a few of our ECT members. So I'm looking forward to that already. It will be absolutely great. So if you have the contacts, people which are interested or already existing community, so this will be a great event for them. And yeah, just to summarize it shortly, because basically 3 minutes ago, the German call have already started. What we just have seen is unbeatable and it's unshakable. So with these strengths are coming together, and Safir is a distribution partner, cooperation partner of Zeniq. There are things possible now which were, how to say, we just could dream about it. So I hope that everyone could understand that in this short update call. Of course, in the coming weeks, more and more informations will be released, very, very exciting things. So it's the time when you have great things in mind to build a big or whatever is your personal goal, is the time now to go for it, because we never ever were in a better situation. And also the market outside, we realized that now step by step that here is growing something huge. And so we all can be part of it. So I think we all can be very, very thankful. And I also would like to thank you again to Henk, and of course to Erwin, to Gianluca, and all of you, of course, which were attending this English speaking call. But I would say we make now 2 minutes break, and then we are changing over to the German call. Of course, when you also understand German, you also can stay in the German call. But if not, then of course we'll let now in the German speaking community, and they also should get, of course, this exciting informations. So thanks a lot again, and all the best.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Ciao.